Good morning, children. I hope you all are fine and enjoying with your parents at home. Children, have you heard about Akbar and Birbal and Tenali Ramakrishna? Why were they famous? They were famous because of their wisdom. The way they used to answer the questions intelligently in the king's court. Today, I am going to narrate a very short story to tell you about the wisdom of Tenali Ramakrishna. Once upon a time, in the court of Krishna Devaraya, a Pandit came, and the Pandit wanted to test the wisdom of the wise men present in the court. So he sought the permission of Krishna Devaraya to test the knowledge of all the wise men. So he started speaking in different languages. He spoke in Punjabi, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada and many other languages. After he had completed, he asked the wise men what his mother tongue was. None of the wise men were able to answer his question. Krishna Devaraya turned to Tenali Rama to know for the answer. But even Tenali Rama was not able to answer. He asked the king to give him some time to answer the question. For that night, the Pandit stayed in the king's court, and Tenali Rama followed him. The Pandit went and sat under a tree, and he was chanting some slokas. While he was doing that, Tenali Rama took a thorn and poked in his feet. And all of a sudden, Tenali Rama shouted, "Amma! Amma!" Then Tenali escaped from there. The next morning, Tenali Rama went to the court, and even the Pandit was there. When the Pandit asked the wise men once again if they could tell the answer for the question asked, then Tenali Rama said that his mother tongue was Tamil. The Pandit was shocked, and the Pandit said really Tenali was extremely intelligent because he had identified the correct mother tongue of the Pandit. Then the Pandit asked Tenali how he was able to correctly tell his mother tongue. Then Tenali Ramakrishna said that when a thorn pricked his feet, he shouted "Amma." So with that, Tenali was able to understand that his mother tongue was Tamil. And the Pandit was also shocked that none of the wise men were able to answer except Tenali Ramakrishna. So he also understood that Tenali was really a wise advisor in the king's court. Children, what did you understand from the story that I narrated yesterday about Tenali Ramakrishna? That never run away from the challenges, be open to them and accept them like a brave man. That is what Tenali Ram did, and he found the answer to the question posed by the Pandit. How many of you read magazines? I'm sure few of you. Do you read comics, children? Yeah, very few. Why do you like comics, children? You like comics because there are a number of pictures and the story is narrated using those pictures. Okay, so today I am going to teach you the lesson Gopal and the Hilsa fish. Now the characters of the lesson are Gopal, who was the wisest courtier in the king's court, his wife, the king and the courtiers. The setting of the story is in the king's court. Now, I am going to introduce to you the comic story to be understood through pictures with strips of text for support. And to make listening easy and enjoyable, to enhance English reading and to acquaint you with reported speech under the shade of a comic story having dialogues. Gopal and the Hilsa fish. It was the season of Hilsa fish. Fishermen could think of nothing but Hilsa fish. So, it was the season of Hilsa fish and fishermen could think of nothing but only Hilsa fish. Fishmongers sold nothing but Hilsa fish. So what did the fishmongers sell? They sold only Hilsa fish. Now who are fishmongers? Fishmongers are vendors. They are the people who sell fish. So come, buy. The price of Hilsa is down today. So these fishmongers, they were calling the customers to come and buy Hilsa fish, as the price of Hilsa fish was very less on that day. Householders could talk of nothing but Hilsa fish. So it was in the, not only in the market but also householders. Everybody spoke only about Hilsa fish. How much did you buy that Hilsa fish for? You wouldn't believe it if I told you. So, a lady had come out to ask a gentleman who had bought a Hilsa fish, and she inquired how much he had paid to buy the Hilsa fish. And in the palace too, the courtiers could discuss nothing but Hilsa fish. So, in the market, the householders and even in the palace, the courtiers were discussing only about Hilsa fish. Your Majesty, you should have seen the huge Hilsa I caught. It was. So one of the courtiers went to the king and was telling him about a huge Hilsa fish that he had caught the other day. Stop it! Are you a courtier or a fisherman? So what did the king tell the courtier? He asked him if he was a courtier or a fisherman, that he was speaking about only fish with the king. So who is a courtier? Courtier is a person who advises the king. They are the advisors of king. Courtiers, there are many courtiers in the king's court. So he is the advisor of the king. So the king asked the courtier to stop talking about Hilsa fish. The courtier fell silent with downcast eyes. The king felt guilty. When the king shouted at the courtier, he just looked downwards. Now, downcast means looking downwards because the king shouted at him. The courtier, he just was looking down. I'm sorry, I lost my temper. It is the season for Hilsa fish and no one. So here the king was trying to justify and tell that everybody, everywhere they were speaking only about Hilsa fish. That is why he lost his temper. That means he got angry. He lost his temper. The state of mind or getting angry is called losing temper. So he lost his temper because everywhere, everyone was only talking about Hilsa fish. Not even Gopal can stop anyone from talking about Hilsa fish. Not even for 5 minutes. So here the king wanted everyone to be silent and not talk about Hilsa fish in the king's court. It was not even Gopal who was able to keep his mouth closed and not talk about Hilsa fish even for 5 minutes. Oh, I think I could, Your Majesty. So when he took Gopal's name, when the king took Gopal's name, he said he could keep quiet, not talk about Hilsa fish. He had taken up the challenge when the king asked Gopal to be quiet for at least 5 minutes. Then let me see you buy a huge Hilsa and bring it to the palace without anyone asking you a word about it. So this was the challenge posed by the king when Gopal accepted that he would not talk about the Hilsa fish anymore in the king's court. So the king asked him to buy a Hilsa fish from the market and bring it to the palace without anyone talking to him or inquiring about the Hilsa fish. So what did Gopal answer? Gopal said, I accept the challenge, Your Majesty. So what did Gopal reply to the king? He said he had accepted the challenge that he would buy a Hilsa fish from the market and he would bring it to the king's palace, and on the way he would ensure that nobody would ask him anything about the Hilsa fish. That was the challenge that Gopal had accepted when the king asked him to buy a huge fish and bring it to the palace, and on the way nobody should inquire about the Hilsa fish. A few days later, why is your face half shaven? I am dressing up to buy a fish. So now Gopal's wife, she was shocked to see her husband dressing up, half shaven beard. So when he dressed up, he had shaved his beard and it was only half that he had shaven, not the full beard. So she asked him why he had shaven only half. Then he replied that he was going to buy fish, Hilsa fish from the market. She was surprised because she didn't know when one goes to the market, they just dress up and take money and a bag and go to the market. But this man, Gopal, had half shaven his beard. So that is why wife was shocked to see him in that condition. What's the matter with you? Why are you smearing yourself with ash? I told you I am dressing up to buy a Hilsa fish. Now Gopal tried to explain to his wife that he was going to the market to buy a Hilsa fish. But what did he do? The first thing was he had half shaven. What did he do? First, he had half shaven beard. And second, He smeared ash. Now what is the meaning of smear? To cover with. Smearing means to cover the body with. So the first thing what Gopal did was he had half shaven his beard. The second thing what Gopal did was he had smeared ash. You know what is ash, children? When you burn firewood, you get ash. The grey color powder is called ash. So he smeared ash all over his body. And what answer did he give to his wife? He said that he was going to the market to buy hilsa fish. That is why he was dressing up in that way. Listen to me. Please, you can't possibly go out in those disgraceful rags. What are you up to? So, wife didn't want her husband Gopal to go to the market in that way. So, the wife did not want Gopal to go in rags. What are rags? Rags are old, torn clothes. So, what did he do? The third thing he did was he wore rags. So, the third thing what he did was he wore rags. Old and torn clothes he wore and he was ready to go to the market. How many times must I tell you, woman, I am out to buy a huge hilsa fish. So, once again, when the wife was trying to stop her husband Gopal wearing those unacceptable clothes and going out half shaven and ash smeared on his body, she was trying to stop him. But he didn't pay any heed to his wife and he went to the market. It's happened to him. He's gone mad. So when he went out to buy hilsa fish, she said he is gone mad. That is why he was dressed up like that. Half shaven, ash smeared on his body, and he wore rags and he went to the market to buy hilsa fish. And that is why she called that her husband a mad person. Gopal bought the hilsa fish and started walking towards the palace. Mother, look at that man. Isn't he comical? So there were people in the market looking at his dressing and the way he was carrying the hilsa fish. They were not bothered about what he was taking from the market, but his appearance looked very comical, very amusing. They all started making fun the way he was dressed, but none of them asked about the hilsa fish. He must be a madman. Hush, I think he is a mystic. So here people started calling him a madman. They also called him a mystic. A mystic is strange man, strange. Mystic means strange, peculiar. Because he was dressed in that manner, they called him a strange person, a mystic. So they all kept quiet and they called him a madman and they also called him a strange person. When Gopal reached the court, what do you want? I want to see the king. So Gopal went and stood at the gate of the king's palace, and there he wanted to enter the palace. But the guards didn't allow. They asked him what he wanted. He said he wanted to see the king. You can't see the king. Get away with you. So the people had thought that he was a madman because he was dressed like a madman. His beard was half shaven, ash was smeared on his body, and he wore rags. So they considered him to be a madman and they didn't allow him inside. Gopal began to dance and sing loudly. So in this way he thought that he would be allowed inside. So what did Gopal do? He started singing and dancing in front of the gate. Inside the palace, the man is crazy. Throw him out at once. I want to see the king. Let me in. So when the king heard his song and the way he was behaving outside, the king also understood that the man must be mad. But Gopal didn't give up. He was standing there and continuously telling the guards that he wanted to see the king. Bring that man to me at once. Yes, your majesty. So what did the king do? The king gave permission to one of the guards to call the man who was singing loudly and dancing to bring him inside. So the man went to bring Gopal in. Gopal was brought before the king. It's Gopal. The man has lost his mind. I think it's one of his crazy jokes. So when the man was brought in, he himself, when he stood in front of the king, he said, it's Gopal who has come. Then everyone said, he's gone mad. It can't be Gopal, because every day they were seeing Gopal, and how could he be half shaven and ash smeared all over his body and wearing old clothes, torn and old clothes. So they thought that he was a madman. The man has lost his mind. I think it's one of his crazy jokes. So one of them tried to identify and say that this must be one of his jokes. That is why he came in disguise as a madman. So it must be a joke by Gopal. Alright Gopal, out with it. Why are you dressed up in this ridiculous fashion? So ridiculous is an absurd manner, in a funny manner. So the king wanted to know why Gopal was dressed in that manner. Your Majesty, you seem to have forgotten something. Now Gopal was trying to remind the king that it was very much a challenge given by the king to Gopal. He had forgotten about that, but Gopal was trying to remind the king that it was the challenge posed by the king to buy a hilsa fish from the market and to bring it to the palace, and none of them in the market or in the king's court should know that he was Gopal. They should not even ask who he was or speak about hilsa fish. They were all confused about what was happening. So the king had forgotten that it was his challenge given to Gopal. Forgotten something? Strangely enough, no one seems to be interested in hilsa fish today. From the market to the palace and in the court, not a soul has spoken a word about hilsa fish. So the way he was dressed, nobody was able to identify it was Gopal. And none of them even spoke about hilsa fish on the way. So that what does it mean? It means that he had accepted the challenge and he had won. So he was trying to remind the king that it was a challenge given by the king and he had accepted that none on the way would ask him about the hilsa fish, because everyone was engrossed looking at his appearance, but none of them asked about the Hilsa fish. So obviously he had won the challenge. Only then did the king remember the challenge he had thrown to Gopal. Ha ha! Well, Gopal, congratulations! You have achieved the impossible once again. So here the king congratulated Gopal that Gopal had won the challenge. And really it was his smartness and taking the challenge, and he accepted it bravely and was successful in doing whatever challenge was posed to him. So once again I am going to tell you the key points of the lesson. So it was the season of Hilsa fish. Everywhere, everybody from the market to the householders to the courtiers, everyone was speaking about the Hilsa fish. The king got infuriated and he told Gopal that if there could be anyone who would take up the challenge and buy a Hilsa fish and bring it to the palace. So Gopal accepted the challenge and Gopal prepared to go to the market. What were the three things that he did? He had half shaven his beard, he had covered his body with ash, and he had worn rags. And all the way from the market to the palace, nobody identified what he was carrying, but they were all looking at Gopal. And people all thought he was a madman. And when he goes in front of the palace, even the guardsmen did not understand. And nobody asked about the Hilsa fish. The courtiers tried to react by seeing Gopal and they called him a madman. But he tried to tell them that he was Gopal. And king asked Gopal why he was dressed in that manner. Gopal reminded the king that it was a challenge given by the king to him that nobody should ask about Hilsa fish, and he was successful in accepting. And that is how the king congratulated Gopal. Now today, after you have heard my explanation, I am going to give you a worksheet. You have to answer the questions in the worksheet.